Let's go.
Earthlings, Dennis the Dirt Martian here. I want to show y'all real quick my easy, no build, solo camping setup for when I come out here by myself. I'm also going to share with y'all a few reasons why I prefer to sleep in the vehicle and not on top or in a like a smaller ground tent. I'm gonna get this downloaded first and then I'm gonna show y'all what it do. All right, let's start with the vehicle real quick that's making this all possible. This is a 2011 Toyota 4Runner Limited. But if anybody asks, his name is War Machine. And he's just about to hit 200,000 miles. And he's feeling good. For my needs, this is the perfect vehicle. Not too big, not too small, 100% capable out the gate. This bad boy is still basically stock, except for like the tires. But we be getting into some iffy situations, some sticky situations, and I just needed a little bit more rugged of a tire. So, but other than that, this bad boy is all stock. Now, for my height, I'm 6'2". The inside is perfect. Yes, my head touches a little. My head touches a little bit. My feet touch a little bit, but that's okay because I actually sleep in a fetal position, so I don't need that much room. If I need to wake up in the middle of the night and just kind of stretch my legs a little bit, I can do that at a slight slant, and we can get it done. I don't need that vehicle to be any bigger than it is. A lot of people might go for like a Sequoia or something, an SUV that might be a little bit bigger. I don't need that. And it definitely can't be any smaller or it just won't work. Now that we're basically downloaded, I can go ahead and start with the transformation. So it's going to start with the seat covers. I am going to release these clips. I'm pulling this out and I'm just dropping it down on the floor. Then the seats. Gotta vacuum this out, son. That's adventure. All of that right there, let's call that adventure. Adventure. There we are. One big advantage to having this 4Runner is this bad boy right here in the back. So I keep a 50-foot extension cord back here in case of anything. I mean, shoot, I can plug it in, drag it over to the campfire, charge the phones, run some electronics or whatever you need, you can get it from right there. And then one of these bad boys are back here too, just in case. If you've hung out with us at all before, you know how much I love this Luno Air mattress. This bad boy allows for one person sleeping or two people sleeping. There are two air chambers to this mattress, and it's just perfect. This is actually made specifically for the 5th generation 4Runner, so it fits perfectly. It even has a space that extends out into this door well right here, so things aren't falling there. You can use that as sleep area, or at least your pillow won't slip down in there. Now when I'm by myself, I will just fold all of this under, get it out the way, keep it nice and tidy. Luxury sleeping, like a 5-star hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Now, one way I keep it cool and comfy in the summer and safe and ventilated in the winter is with these bad boys. We put one on either side. And that way we can sleep with the windows down and those big Colorado monster creature bugs won't get in and crawl in your mouth while you're sleeping. Dang, I want to take a nap right now. All right, so inside with me for safety, one is going to be our trusty thermometer. That's really for the winter. We just like to keep an eye on the temperature, make sure it's not getting too dangerous out here. But shoot, even if it's super duper cold, we are tough. We've got a little alarm. If the air quality in here gets way too bad, this is going to let us know. That actually was sitting up on that window with the command strip, and it keeps falling off. So I got to figure out something to get it up and out of the way. Always a fan. Ventilation is key out here, y'all, whether it's hot or cold. So fan plus screens is going to keep you nice and comfortable. It's going to keep your air inside nice and safe. Water, of course, and bear spray. I mean, you know, in that super duper weird, rare situation that you might need it, it's right there for bears and for people. And if you don't believe me, you come find out. If I don't want to watch a movie on my phone, which I'll usually have downloaded out here, I will bring a little book to keep myself entertained while I'm inside. And that brings us over to a little snack, yo. Also, so I don't ever have to get out of the vehicle in the middle of the night. If I'm camping by myself, I have the space and the privacy to break out this super high-tech and expensive urinal. It's not mango lemonade. Well, lemonade, yeah, but no mango. Also inside, I always have my headlamp within arm's reach and always in the same place. So, you know, if I'm just waking up, I'm in a sleepy stupor or whatever, and I'm not quite clear-minded, I always know exactly where that is. Same for my keys. When I come in here and I go to sleep for the evening, trying to do it without being able to see it, I'll hang my keys up. Again, if I have to wake up and grab things and get moving, whether it's an emergency or not, I know exactly where things are. For those of you who know about 4Runners, you know this cargo area right here actually sinks down. When you fold all the seats down and forward, that part up top sits up about 2.5 or so inches higher than this cargo area down here. So a lot of people, as a solution, have built platforms, which is smart, but I like for things to have versatility, more than one use. So what I use to level out this cargo area is simply, it's like a 5 or 6 foot folding table. And that's it. This is actually one of our old tables that was replaced by that white one over there. And we just use it to level this area out, and it does so perfectly. Now, I was talking about versatility with this. It's a table. So if we need it and we're not in the bed, if we need it, we can just grab this out and have a second table. If we are cooking while we are wanting to work on our RCs or play a game, we might have some friends over or something, whatever. Or if I just want to WWE style body slam somebody into a folding table, we've got this one for it. We got one for it. All right, so we're all set up on the inside, but the vehicle's not level. So I'm gonna bust out a couple of these Camco leveling blocks. What the world is that? Somebody trying to roll up. Somebody trying to find out. Because you got the right one, buddy. Yeah. So I'm gonna bust out these Camco leveling blocks and get that all leveled out so I can sleep good. Dang, man, like, it's so nice out. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't even want to keep recording this video. I just want to sit and enjoy the silence and the cool breeze. It must be mid 70s. The sun's behind some clouds, so it's nice and cool. We're at probably about 8,000 feet. It's just beautiful. Nobody's out here, man. I just want to sit and chill. Y'all, I'm starting to get a little hungry, so I'm gonna cook a little snack. And while I'm at it, I might as well show y'all the outside setup as well. Let's get the old trusty, dusty. So outside setup is pretty simple. Always got my trusty chair for the sittings by the fires and the woods. A quick setup canopy over there in case we need it for shade or shelter of some sort. Walmart special. So is that chair. Also, this chair has seen some better days. It has set at a mini fire and received a mini burn. My bathroom is, I don't know if you can see it. It's right there and right there and right there. And on the other side of that rock and next to that tree and right here in these bushes. No, that's too close. Right in those bushes as well. You see those two trees out there? Right behind both of them. Maybe even up on top of these rocks if I want to give some people a show. Now, y'all gonna have to subscribe to my OnlyFans for that. You know what I'm saying? Also on the other side of those rocks. And the kitchen. These are all the supplies. So tea kettle, whatever pots or skillets or whatever that we need to bring, lighter, snacks and food, utensils. You already know the trusty, dusty Coleman Triton. Just a basic 2-burner stove. As basic as they get, but not as basic as your mama. And a Reliance 7-gallon aquatainer. Both have been just great and have been used many times, absolutely paid for themselves many times over. I'm pretty sure both of these are an Amazon special. I'll drop the links in the description. And that goes for pretty much any bit of gear out here that I mentioned that you see. I'll try to put all those links in the description if you want to go and grab any of it. Let me know if there's something out here that I missed, please, that you want to know about. Comment below, let me know, and I'll let you know. You know? momofuku for the snack today, and I forgot to pack a fork, so chopsticks it is. If you ain't know, these two guys are an absolute must when you're eating this. Especially this one. Some chili crunch sauce. Boy, stop. So in light of the rain that's rolling in right now, which I hope is just going to pass over, and it looks like it's gonna, here's the question of the day. If you had to choose one, would you rather camp in the rain or the wind? Comment below. Y'all hear all the birds? It's a ton of them out here. Now you might be asking yourself, Dennis, why? Oh, why do you prefer sleeping inside the vehicle over perhaps a rooftop tent or even a small ground tent? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Few different reasons. First reason is vehicles are just built with a lot of soundproofing in them. So you're not hearing all the wind and the road noise as you're driving around, and that works perfectly for camping. If I'm in a very lightweight tent, sleeping on the ground or even up on top of the vehicle, every time a gust of wind comes through, you are going to hear it. And because it's so quiet, that gives you the feeling of being closed in or shut in. And y'all may have heard me say it before, but Dracula was on to something when he decided to sleep inside a coffin. It's just the best. It helps me, it helps me turn my brain off at night. Once I'm asleep, it helps me stay asleep. It's just so quiet. Another reason is because it's warmer. So vehicles are, in addition to all the soundproofing, there's a lot of insulation in these. So once you have heat, a heat source or heat going on the inside, it is a lot easier to keep it warm on the inside. That, of course, is good for the winter, but in the summertime, if it's just too hot and your fan and the ventilation's not doing enough, which it usually does, but if you're just getting desperate, you can just reach up and hit the ignition and turn that AC on full blast, son. And that'll cool it off real nice for you. Next reason is we have stuff stored up top, upstairs in the attic. Stuff that I do want to stay with the vehicle, but I don't necessarily want it to be in the vehicle. Another reason is simply I fit. I fit in here. Why not? Why not have this as an option? And even better, both Mama and I fit in here comfortably. So why not? Also, rooftop tents are dang expensive, and I'm not with it. I think a decent one is perhaps between $1,300 to $2,500. Do you know what I can do with $1,300 to $2,500? How many bikes or RCs or upgrades to the vehicle or other ridiculous things? Do you know how many of those things I can buy with that much money? I'm good, bruh. I'll be in here chilling. More importantly, I think this is safer in case we have an unwanted encounter with wildlife or wild people. There is more of a barrier between you and it, or you and them. Sure, if somebody or something really wanted to get in there, they absolutely could. However, it would take them a bit longer to get at you in a vehicle than it would for them to get through the nylon of your tent. And I just like the idea of that. Now, lastly, and most important to me, is I'm always thinking bug out. I'm always bug out minded. I don't know if it's just me personally being cautious or if it's the military training in me. I'm always thinking about how am I going to get out if I need to get out in seconds. If I'm sleeping in a vehicle, all I got to do is hop into the front and getting up out of there. For that reason, I also never keep anything in my front seat. I also never like to lean anything against the vehicle, store anything under the vehicle while I'm camping, tie anything to the vehicle. Some people, they will attach like string lights or something like to the vehicle to go over to some trees to make, to set the mood, to make your campsite, your camp experience really nice. And granted, that's a dope idea, but if I have to pull out of here, I am going to break something. That's not going to be great if I have something tied to the vehicle, a hammock, string lights, if I have gear and equipment under the vehicle. And for this same reason, this is why I always park the vehicle facing towards the outside of the campsite. I don't need to back up and do a 3-point turn and maneuver around trees, anything like that. Always a clear path from where the vehicle's parked to the exit of that campsite. And that's why I do it the way I do it. Which do y'all prefer? Comment below. All right, homies, that is it. That's my setup. Thank you so much for hanging out with your boy. If you found any value in this time we spent together, if you learned anything, if you loved it, if you hated it, be sure to hit like. Subscribe to the Dirt Martians, and remember, we love you. And we'll see you on the next one, boy.